Year 5 AD. 5 years have passed, and 5 years have been almost completely ignored. History calls them the quiet years. But when silence repeats itself, it ceases to be normal. Year 1, a birth shrouded in confusion. Year 2, contradictory records, timelines that do not match. Year 3, messianic expectations on the rise. Year 4, an entire year almost erased. 4 years without clarity. Year 5 AD brings no answers. It brings a confirmation. Roman historians summarize this period as imperial stability. But real stability leaves traces. This period left almost none. 5 years. Multiple regions. The same silence. That is not negligence. It is design. Rome did not fear foreign gods. It feared the ideas that united peoples. Ideas that promised justice. Ideas that spoke of redemption. Ideas that could not be controlled. Year 5 AD. Rome watches and waits. Judea was a difficult province, not because of its military strength, but because of its beliefs. Ancient prophecies spoke of a chosen one. Every child born was a possibility. Every family, a potential risk. If Jesus was alive, then in 5 AD he was still growing. But he appears in no record. Not as a threat. Not as a citizen. Not as a piece of data. A child completely invisible to the empire most obsessed with controlling its subjects. How does someone like that get lost? Many Roman documents from eastern provinces did not survive. Fires. Later wars. Accidental losses. Too many accidents always happen in the same places. In the same years. The chroniclers wrote decades later. They did it with distance. They did it with censorship. They did not narrate the everyday. Only what was convenient. And what didn't fit was reduced to a single word: irrelevant. Apocalyptic sects. Anonymous preachers. Intensified rituals. It did not happen in a single year. It happened over 5. When a society waits for something, it does not do so without reason. Rome did not write about what it feared. Because to write is to acknowledge. And to acknowledge is to give power. Silence was its best weapon. Year 1 to year 5 AD. 5 years without clarity. 5 years without names. 5 years without details. As if something needed time to grow. Away from the eyes of power. After year 5, the records slowly begin to reappear. Not because the danger had disappeared, but because it could no longer be hidden. Year 5 AD was not an empty year. It was a year of accumulation. 5 erased years are no coincidence. They are a warning. Forgotten years. Some beginnings were too important to be recorded.